So, how strong is the commercial relationship between China and Somalia?
So I think it's really important to note some of the historical relations between China and Somalia. Our first ever bilateral investment treaty, I think, was in 1960 with China. And we always had a very, very strong diplomatic relationship between both countries. So you'll often find a number of Somali students have graduated from Chinese universities over the last 20, 30 years. So historically, there's always been politically very strong goodwill between both countries. So now, to the present time, I think China has been an exceptionally good friend to Somalia by way of foreign aid, obviously during some of the hardships that Somalia experienced during the civil war. But nevertheless, I think that respect and that mutual understanding has always been there. So some of the cultural, I think, benefits in terms of how China approaches the commercial sort of building of relations between both countries is, for example, the outgoing ambassador, Chinese ambassador to Somalia. I think he left last year. He spoke Somali, and he had a Somali name actually because he had studied in Somalia during the golden era of Somalia, so I think late 1970s, 1980s. So obviously that alone, the intercultural dialect and understanding obviously brings an advantage because he understood our cultural norms, and also, you know, through even dispute resolution, if you look at both countries, Somalis have always opted for the head system, which is, I guess, the mediation, arbitration form of dispute resolution. And as we can see with China, historically, they have always tended to go for mediation as well. So I think understanding that, so that therefore there's no aggressive sort of disputes that come about from these commercial relations, really shows, I think, the similarities in both cultures. And that has been an advantage to China, I think. And obviously now with FOCA as well, Somalia was there last year with a delegation led by our president, His Excellency Mohammed Abdullahi Farmajo. And, you know, we were well received in China. And of course, there were cooperation agreements signed for future investment in Somalia. So I think future sort of the projections, I think commercial relations between both countries will continue to grow. But I also think that the shared history and understanding of intercultural sort of norms has helped immensely in regards to how China does business in Somalia.